Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? Let some people get up in here. Know it's early Sunday. Shout out to all the Leos out there. I'm not a Leo. It's Taurus season for me, but we in Leo season. So shout out to all the Leos. Everybody got birthdays today or this month. Salute to y'all. Y'all see the title. And y'all know what we're gonna get into. Brandon Tatum. People know him as Officer Tatum. The buck dancing, shining shoes, tap dancing fool that's going around here trying to basically shame and disrespect Nolan Wells' mother, a grieving mother, from these murderers. And we seen and heard the 911 audio, and you clearly hear in the background that them saying, Noah, wake up. Is he dead? You hear all that in the background. I'm curious to see how he's going to try to, how Raccoon Tatum is going to try to spin that. I'm just curious to see how he's going to try to, because he broke his neck to go down there for clout and to kiss up to white folks because he never wants to point out when they're wrong. He only wants to shine a light on black people, and he's in a sunken place. He think that he's white. He think because he has a white wife, because he kiss up to white people, you will get your nigga wake up call eventually. And I'm gonna be very happy when it happens because he is the worst type of individual, and I really do mean this. Like I've been really checking this guy out and his rhetoric, and I don't understand how he sleeps at night. I really don't. And people like him, it's what's really wrong, and it's a shame. It's definitely a shame. But I mean, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Um, you already know. You already know how that shit go. You already know. Shout out to Willie D. Shout out to all the other content creators that's been following this story um very closely and putting in work, um exposing what really happened. And that's why they was trying to cover everything up, because they know that there was a murder taking place. And I'm gonna give you my theory what I think happened. I think they probably gave him some type of drug. He took some drugs and he overdosed or somehow. Because the Tyler Cosby report, I don't think that came back yet. But um, and they panicked and he died and they threw him off the boat. That's what I think. That's what I think happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I really, really, really think happened, because that's it's not making sense. I would not be surprised, because you heard them saying, "Wake up, Noah, wake up. Is he dead?" He ain't gonna die from just drinking a little beer. Something happened. I think something definitely happened. I just it's just blowing my mind that Coon Tatum is trying everything in his power to still basically shit on his family. I'm just wow. What y'all think? You know, I just it's just blowing my mind. It's just blowing my mind. You know, I'll be right with y'all. You know, I just want to see what it is. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm back. Because when I listened to that 911 call, that's the smoking gun right there. I mean, we saw the video. It looked like his leg was hanging off the boat. A lot of people could say, "Oh, that's AI or whatever," but that 911 tape, you hear them in the background before she even said hello. They was calling his name, was saying, "Is he dead?" and wake up, and they panicked. That's what I think happened. I honestly think they probably was, being teenagers, probably had some type of drug that didn't agree with them or something, and they didn't know. They panicked, and instead of this it being an accident and them, trying to get them some help, they covered the shit up and basically threw him off the boat. That's one scenario. Another scenario could have been they could have got zooted, drunk or whatever, got into a fight, knocked him out, hit his head or something. I don't know, because remember they said something to do with the head or whatever. But either way, it was foul play, and it's going to all come out. And I hope them assholes, everybody that's involved, gets locked up. And that Tatum, that Brandon Tatum, he's like he's going to get his Negro wake up call one day, one day. But see, it's money. It's money into basically shitting on black people, kissing up the whites, because it's money. It's paper in that. That's just what it is. Thank you, man. You're welcome. All right, you too. And it's just a lot of money. There's a lot of money into that. And that Tatum guy, like I can really say I despise this guy with everything in my soul. And I really hope and pray something happens to him someday. I do. And I know that's wrong to say that. I know it is. But that's just how I honestly feel, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell the truth. Do you know what you're having for dinner tonight? I'm going to tell the truth. Good morning. All right. I'm going to tell the truth because I feel like someone. How much they want for this one? I feel like someone like him needs to be put down like you do a horse when a horse can't run no more. I really believe that, and I'm not saying that I'm going to do it or anything like that. Let me make that very clear. But I just really feel like he needs that type of nigga wake up call. It's just no other way of no other way of putting it. Hold on one second, y'all.
Please remove all items from the scanner scale. Welcome. Scan items one at a time, placing them in the bagging area at 2149. Please remove all items from the scanner scale. If you are finished scanning, please touch Finish and Pay.
I'm trying to scan this balloon. See the thing there, but I don't want to. Huh?
If you are finished scanning, please touch Finish and Pay.
Yeah, I'm back, y'all. Yeah, you know, I like this Tatum guy is
Enter
very
phone number that
is a dangerous person because he has a very big platform, and he chooses to basically spew this type of rhetoric to shit on all black people. And we have our shortcomings, but what about white people's shortcomings? And even when they're wrong, he won't say they're wrong. He'll still find a way. Like he basically found a way to disrespect Nolan Wells' mother, all because she
if you are
misspoke.
finished scanning, please touch Finish and
All,
Pay.
all because she misspoke about the parents that reached out to her. I mean, she just lost her child, for God's sake. What the fuck you think? You know, her mind ain't right. Let you lose a fucking child and see how the fuck you gonna feel. Your mind gonna be all over the place. Let's keep it 1,000. And for Tatum to put it out there, it's like he always try to find a reason to shit on black people every chance he get. When a white person is wrong, he still won't say they're wrong. Just like when that pumpkin head Chinese motherfucker was wrong, he still blamed it on the goddamn 14-year-old. Like that it's okay to shoot somebody in the back and chase them a whole fucking 130 yards. Let's keep it 100, man. That shit don't even make sense. You know what I mean?
1290.
Thanks, man.
How many store provided bags? Your total is 3552. Please wait. System processing. Follow the instructions on the pin pad.
Be right there, y'all.
Please remember to take your receipt. Thank you.
Yeah, so it just ain't making no sense. What's up, y'all? What's good with you? You know what I mean? And it just burns me. Hold on, I'm putting this shit in the car so I can really talk to y'all the way I want to talk. It just I like, and it Tatum dude. It just the fact that he just finds, it's like he looks to find something like right for white people. Oh, I went down there and yeah, because I was a police officer. Not no more, but because I was a police officer, I know investigation skills, and then the one judge and somebody was telling him like, "Yo, this ain't such." Well, it doesn't matter. I spoke to the boys and they're innocent, and it made me mad that people are saying, "What the fuck?" Like that dude. That dude is the epitome of a raccoon. Like he's like the grand. He's worse than Django. He worse than Steven off of Django, and that's saying something. Like he's the worst type of individual, man. And he gonna get his nigga wake up call. And I'm telling you, I was celebrating something happened to him. I'm just being honest. And this is not out of anger. This is how I really feel, because he's a hateful person. And the shit on Nolan Wells' mother, she lost her fucking 18-year-old son. You know the pain she got to be going through right now? I mean, the pain that this woman has to be enduring. I can't imagine that pain. I mean, I got two daughters. I couldn't imagine losing one of them. I got two grandboys. I couldn't imagine losing one of them. Shit, I barely got over losing my mother. I still ain't really get over losing my mother. And it's been 6 years. So, you know, Imagine a fucking child. Imagine a child. And this man, fucking Brandon Tatum, finding reasons to poke holes and stuff. Oh, well, see, she said that she didn't talk to no parents reached out to her. Well, look right here. Look at this text message here. Like, dude, okay, she misspoke. And she also clarified it. She said, hey, I misspoke, whatever, whatever. But why are you trying to badger a fucking victim? I just don't get that logic. Why would you try to do that to a fucking victim? That's a hateful person that think he white. You think because you stick your dick in that baloney that it means something, or you kiss up, they still see you as a token nigga. That's how they still see you. No matter what. That's how they see you. Like that, I'm telling you, man, I wish something really happened to that dude. I really do. I really do. I really do. It'll be a beautiful thing. I will celebrate that shit. Because he's a hateful individual, man, and hate got to get put down. He don't love himself. He was born in the wrong skin. I'm glad he ain't a police officer no more, because he will be a part of the goddamn problem. You want to keep it 1,000? He'll be a part of the problem. He would be, the people that would give the black man a hard time, but let the white boy slide. That's what he would do. And you could tell he's that type. His rhetoric for years. Why do you think he's so popular? Because it's money in that. When you disrespect black people and kiss up to white people, it's money in that. Why do you think people like Candace Owens got big and all these other? It's paper in that. A lot of money in the cooning. Let's just keep it 1,000. It's a lot of money in cooning. And this is the same guy. I think he gave Charlie Kirk's wife like $200,000, and kissing up. When you did something for black people, for your own motherfucker, when have you done something for them? You worrying about these white people and shit. She taken care of financially. And I ain't saying, Charlie Kirk deserved to get gunned down for his rhetoric, but I ain't gonna shed no tears over that racist motherfucker. Just like I wouldn't shed no tears if someone did us a fucking favor and did the same thing they did to Charlie to goddamn Tatum. I would love it. I'd like to buy that motherfucker a beer or wine or whatever the fuck they drink, a cigar. They'll be a hero in my eyes. That motherfucker will be a real hero, American hero. Because people like him don't deserve to breathe around black people. Piece of shit ass dude, yo. Like, I can't even watch no more of his content because I get triggered. I never seen a tap dancer like this before. Like I knew Gregory Hines could tap dance, like far as like tapping, real tap dancers, but I never seen nothing like this before. This is a supreme bootlicker. He's a hell of a bootlicker. And I don't give a fuck. I'm not selling out my race for money. I'm sorry. And I don't think he's just doing it for money. He really hates black people. That's how he thinks in his mind, he thinks he's white. He thinks he's white. And I never trust dudes that got white women anyway. And I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you. I never trust dudes that marry white women. Never. Call it what you want to call it. It's how I feel about it. I don't trust you. Because your own kind wasn't enough. The black woman wasn't enough. All these women out here, and you choose to fuck with your oppressor. Okay. You're a sellout. That's just how I feel about it. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I'm going to keep it 100% real. Tell you the truth how it is. I mean, we got to be honest with ourselves. We got to be honest with ourselves, and we got to keep it 100. People like Brandon Tatum is a dangerous person, and the white folks see him as a token. Yeah, you got some of them that like what he do. Oh yeah, he talking about those black people. Oh my God, we love it. Listen, I'll be the first to tell you the black community is fucked up. I'll be the first to tell you that. I don't sugarcoat that part, but it ain't the whole black community. And my thing is, if you can point out what the black community do that's fucked up, why I don't see you going hard on the white community? You know why? Because if he start going in on the white community, he gonna lose his followers. Those honkies gonna turn against him, and guess what's gonna happen? He gonna lose that money. So he. When the last time you seen Tatum go hard on a white person? The same way, the same energy he give a black person. Have you seen it? You never saw it. He'll occasionally say something about a white person that's a Democrat because he's pro-Trump. But other than that, he don't go hard on white people like he do black people. When I saw him sat there and say that Chinese man was justified for shooting that 14-year-old boy in the back, really? So since when shooting someone in the back, that's chasing them and shooting them in the back, even if they done something, that's a crime. You're not supposed to do that. A person could break in my house right now. If I chase them outside and shoot them in the back, I'm going to jail. But yet, the boy put back the water, left out, they chased him, gunned him down, and Tatum don't see what the problem was because he has a disdain for his own. He don't like being black. If he can rub off his skin and become a white boy, he would do it. He would do it. He wants to be white so bad. That's why he got the white wife. He wants to be white so bad. He hates being African American. He hates it. He's a lost individual. And one of them days, them white folks gonna give him that nigga wake up call. And I can't wait. I'm gonna laugh and enjoy it. And hopefully somebody will do us a favor. Somebody will do us a really good favor. One of them crazy motherfuckers that be out here just doing stuff. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm getting at. Hopefully they just do us that favor. And he could be somewhere speaking. Pow! I would love it. I would love it. Because he don't shed no tears when innocent black people die. He finds a way to blame it on them. He found a way to blame that shit on that 14-year-old and sided with that fucking China man. So why would I care what happens to him? I mean, I'm just keeping it 1,000, man. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest on this Sunday. I gotta testify. Nah. No, I ain't going to church today. I'm not. I can't do church like that. I could do it once in the blue. The shit too fake for me. I tried it. It ain't for me. I'm honest with myself. I believe in God. I pray to God, but all that extra shit and God, they want you to. God wants you to be a cheerful giver. God don't need no money. Shut the fuck up. Don't put God and say he wants you to be a cheerful giver. They crack me up when they say that shit. Oh, you'll get blessed. It might not be financially, but you'll get blessed. Oh, but yet you want me to bless you financially. Man, go sit your ass down with that dumb shit. Church is a hustle. That's all it is a hustle. I'm keeping that real. Church is a goddamn hustle. And I know some holy rollers might get mad that I say that, but I'm keeping it 100. Shit's a hustle. Nah, I'm gonna have a good Sunday. I'm going out to breakfast in a little while, couple hours. Then I'm going to a nice restaurant tonight. Shit, it's gonna be a good Sunday. Sixers assigned somebody else. My basketball team lit. My Eagles lit. Man, I can't listen. I'm happy, but that goddamn Brandon Tatum, Oh my God, man, we need one of them radical motherfuckers with them ARs, something to just to give us one more. Can we get one more? Can we get one more raccoon up out of here, please? Please. What Steven say on Django when remember when Jamie Foxx shot him at the end? He said, "Sweet Jesus, please let me kill this nigga." Like that's how I feel about when somebody do that to him. Like for real. And that just being real, man. I'm gonna check out the chat in a minute. I can't right now because I got my phone on the clip as I'm driving, and I like to keep my focus on the road. But whoever's here, appreciate you. Hit the like button. Um, if you're new, subscribe. But yeah, and it just burns me up because raccoons like him make a lot of money off of dysfunction or off of basically tearing down his own kind. Like he's basically making money off of tearing down his own and laying up with the fucking with the enemy. That shit crazy to me, yo. The white folks gonna get that money because they love this. Because you gotta remember, he's appeasing racists. He's appeasing bigots and people that already don't like black people. He's appeasing them. Oh, he's good. I don't really like him, but he's good. The fuck you looking at, bitch? Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. I got my windows down. She at the bus stop. She hear me talking. Fuck you looking at? That's why your ass at the bus. They're like, yeah, he's a good negro. We know he's a token, but we're tolerating for now. He's doing our bidding. But as soon as he say something against some white folks, oh, they're gonna turn on him. They're gonna turn on him. Why you think Anton Daniels? He another raccoon. Why you think he always like to go in on black people and stuff like that? Because he knows money into that. It's money in the hate of black people. Why do you think Tommy Sotomayor made so much money? Because going at black women, you got a lot of black men that can't stand black women, and then you got everybody else. The hate. It's the hate train. Choo choo, choo choo. That hate train is real. Hate train is motherfucking real. You hear me? They love the hate train because the hate train makes them money. And all money ain't good money. I don't care what nobody say. It's just not. All money ain't good money. And I refuse to sell my people out for $1. You're a disgrace for doing that. You're a real disgrace for selling out your own. He was over there crying over Charlie Kirk and giving his wife $200,000. You fucking fool. Tatum is a fool. I wish they had some like you remember how they had like the Black Panthers? If they had something similar to that, like people that like just round up coons and shit, you know what I mean, and put them in a coon concentration camp or some shit. Like that's what Tatum need to be at. He need to be locked the fuck up in a coon concentration camp. He need to be he need to be um what's the word I'm looking for? Rehabilitated from being a coon. That's what he need. And I don't think there's no help for him. You know what I mean? Put him in that joint to try to bring him back. And every day he don't get it. He gotta get his ass whipped. But this the kicker. He can't get his ass whipped by a black person. It gotta be by a white person. He loved him so much. He'll hate that more. Damn, dude. These people out here crack me up. They be out here on Sunday sitting outside with their little chair and they got the little sign or whatever. I guess they Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't know what they are. I should pull over and fuck with them. No, I'm gonna chill. Like I'm sitting out here 7 something in the morning. It's beautiful. It's like 70 degrees right now, kind of chilly. And y'all sitting out here. Nobody want to hear that shit. And some of them Jehovah's Witnesses chicks be having some fat asses too. They be thick as shit under them goddamn dresses. Them homemade dresses. You can tell they made them bitches in the crib. Made them from scratch. For real. But It's just I really do despise this guy. I mean, I can honestly tell y'all, like, because I'm being honest. Like, I'm not even going. I'm not even. I know the show, is entertainment and stuff like that, and most of the stuff is entertainment and stuff. But I really, truly dislike him, and I wouldn't feel no type of way. Put it this much: this how much I dislike this guy. If a Ku Klux Klan member was to take him out, I wouldn't care because he's one of them anyway. He just got a different. He just looked like us, but he not like us. He did be in raccoon camp. Hut one hut. You won't be no coon. You won't be no raccoon fucking with them white fools. Hut, hut, hut. I make that motherfucker get up every day at 3 a.m. Hut, get up, coon. Get up, raccoon. Get up, get up. On your feet, soldier. On your feet. Repeat after me. I will not be a raccoon. I'm not doing it. Walk up. Repeat after me. I will not be a raccoon. I'm not doing it. Walk up. Just keep whooping that motherfucker ass until he submit to that shit. You will not like baloney. My wife is white. What I say? I'm telling man, listen. He need to be in one of those strict joints. Say, repeat after me, Tatum. I am a black man. I don't want to say it. Then you tase his balls. I'm telling you, yo, man. I'm telling you. I wish they had. The government be having shit like that. They be having like the little underground. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The government be having that type of shit. I would love him to be one of them programs. I would love to be the leader. I would love to run that motherfucker. Say you love black people. I don't want to say it. That damn Tatum boy. That boy's a good tap. That boy's a good raccoon boy. That boy good. That boy good. Damn. That boy good, boy. It feels so good out here right now. Oh, this is my type of weather here. I'm telling you, we would break him. We would break him in that camp, the coon camp, and break him real good. He come out that motherfucker. He gonna wear that motherfucker gonna wear. He gonna have a. That nigga gonna be like Umar Johnson. They gonna have a dashiki. He gonna say Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. We get done with him. They gonna come out like Dr. Umar. Shit. Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. God damn. Damn, girl. Big old ass. I'm trying to tell you, we get done with that fool. We're gonna get him right. And if not, then he gonna have to take a dirt nap. We're gonna give him 6 months. 6 months for him to come back. If he don't come back, then he gonna have to go to his white Jesus. That's how it's gonna go. Straight up. It's bad enough, every race of people don't really fuck with black people, but your own kind, I know we got bad apples in the community. Of course we do, but every community does. People act like it's just black people that's fucked up. No, you got everybody. You got fucked up white people. Shit, you still got races in 2026. What are you talking about? You got fucked up Asians. You got fucked up Puerto Ricans. Shit, Puerto Ricans will fuck up a neighborhood faster than a black person. They move in a house, a 3-bedroom house. There's 20 of them. trash all over the place playing that. Oh, dame chavo, fried banana. Like, come on now, let's keep it 100. We ain't the only ones that we ain't the only ones um that's fucked up. But let Tatum tell it. It's just us. It's just us. It ain't just us. Shit, if you live enough life, you know what I'm talking about. If you live in different neighborhoods, you see what I'm talking about. You got poor, they call them, you got poor white trash. You got all types of shit. Yeah, of course we got some fucked up people in our community. Oh yeah, I can't stand niggas. I love black people. I don't like niggas. Just like I don't like racist white folks. I don't like ghetto Puerto Ricans. It's a difference. Damn. That's just keeping it. That's keeping it 100%. 100% honest. See, I'm gonna give it to y'all raw over here. This unapologetic content. Come on, man, get your ass out the fucking street, fucking dope fiend. This is unapologetic shit. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I tell it like it is. Cause I don't belong to no group. Can't no employer do shit to me. That's the beauty part about it. See, you saw what happened to Ryan Clark. They said he was too black. That's what he said. He up there crying like a bitch. What you crying for? You let them buck break you. They broke you, dog. They buck broke you. You don't let them see. And then if you're gonna cry, do that shit in not in public. Don't let them see you sweat like that. So I just wanted to be accepted. I just wanted to be accepted. What? You fucking sucker. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. But yeah, no connect. I've been sold that building, bro. Remember I told you the city denied me zoning for the restaurant? Yeah, I sold that building a year ago. Yeah, I still do my little side shit, you know what I mean, my little catering and shit like that, and other little stuff I got going on. But yeah, I don't work for nobody, and I love it that way. I love it that way. I hope if there's a God, I hope the God or whoever or whatever that I never have to. If God forbid if I have to, I'll do it. Ain't no shame in my game. But if I can help it, if I can personally help it, I'm never going back to work. Working for people is just not for me. It's not for me. You know what I mean? And I'm only speaking for myself. I ain't speaking for nobody else. I'm speaking for me. You gotta remember, I put in 30 years in the workforce. I started working when I was young. So I put my time the fuck in. And I don't mind still working, but I like to work for myself rather than working for other people that don't appreciate you. You gotta deal with nut ass co-workers and supervise all this little stupid shit. Nope. I like having that freedom. I can get up when I want to get up, move as I fucking please. It's a beautiful thing. And I don't want for nothing. My house is paid off, cars is paid off, got a little bit of money in the bank. I can pay my bills comfortably. Like that's all I listen. That's I'm not rich, but to me that's a rich life because I don't have a whole lot of worries. Of course I want better. Who don't want better? You always want to better yourself, but I'm not like that's the freedom. When you have that little freedom, you know, that's why I was trying to school people on how to lower their bills. And I was trying to get them the game. Like I was telling this one guy, I know he associate of mine, he ain't a friend, he associate. I was telling this stupid motherfucker that he's stupid. He don't listen. He was struggling. He was having some financial problems. And I told him, I said, dog, take advantage of stuff you can do. I said, call the electric company, tell them you don't have a job, you're not working. They're going to put you on a program where you only pay $10, $12 a month. I said, you're struggling. It's not like you're lying. He acted like he's too proud to do it, but yet they're about to turn your electric off. I said, you can do the same thing for your water bill, your gas bill. I said, you could eliminate your main three bills and have them bitches next to nothing. The only bills you can't skim on is like if you want cable or shit like that. You gotta know the system. You gotta know how to play the game. You got to know how to get, like, especially if you're in financial problems. They have grants. They got all types of lie heat. They got all types of shit that'll hook you up where you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dummy, it's legal. It's not like you're doing something illegal. It's legal. He ain't want to listen. I said, that's on you then. Because I ain't giving you no fucking money. Fuck you. I'm done with that shit. I'm done loaning motherfuckers money. You loan motherfuckers money, they take forever to pay you back. Then they got a sob. They always got a fucking sob story. Oh, man, you know, I ain't forget about you, man. I had to do this and this and this and this and this and this. Man, fuck out. That's why I ain't never, ever, ever loaning money to people again. Fuck that shit. Because when you do it, they all of a sudden they get real distant. You don't hear from them. You text them. All of a sudden something wrong with their phone. Oh yeah, something wrong with this phone, man. Were you trying to text me? Motherfucker, you read the message. Nigga said read. The fuck out of here. Okay. I know what it is now. I know what it is now. All right. So no. That's why I try to give people the game. Just like that video I did a couple months ago, how to beat workers' comp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gave free game for that. And a couple people benefited from it. A couple people, you know, hit me up behind the scenes, and some of my friends that I talked to, you know what I mean? I told them, like, look, you got to know your rights. That's how they take advantage of us. When you don't know your rights, everything is politics. Believe it or not. It's a shame. It's a shame that it's like that. But that's what it is. It's politics. And when you live enough life, you'll understand that. Because we all take L's. We all take financial loss. But it's all about how you make up for that L. You got to make up for the L. You got to say to yourself, okay, I took this L. All right. What can I do to make this L turn into a W? And once you learn how to do that, you in there. And like I was telling you, when I was telling an associate, I was like, dog, you got to cheapen your bills. Get on those programs. They don't even, the crazy part about it, most of them Jones don't even check for shit. You can just tell them, hey, you financially what you call it right now? They will put you on a program. Like, you got dudes out here that are ever beg niggas for money, but won't do what they got to do to if they had to get a little bit of help. God forbid, if I had to go down there and get food stamps, you think I wouldn't go down there and do it? If I had to feed my family, you motherfucking right I would. Fuck that. Highest food is anyway. Shit. You got to know the programs. You got to know how to do certain things. Look up a lot of shit, grants. It's a lot of things you can look up, and that should have helped you. Man, I put this one chick I know on that shit. I told her how to do certain shit. She was thinking, she was like, man, she said, thanks, my she said, my lecture, she said 3 of my bills is cheap as fuck. She said, I remember before I had a hard time paying the gas bill, all that shit. I said, yeah, you gotta know what it is, because they have guidelines. They have things for like low income. If your income ain't a certain way, you fill out the application, they put you on the program. And even if you ain't working, you tell them that. Then they say, well, can you get someone to sign for you saying how they help pay your bills? You get a family member. I'm telling you, man, listen, black people don't know shit because we don't look up stuff. What was the old saying? They said, you want to keep something from a nigga, put it in the book. It's the same thing. You want to keep something from a nigga, put it where it's information. You think white folks don't be doing that shit? Yeah, okay. Just like they try to make it seem like it's only black people on welfare. Yeah, okay. You got a lot of people, a lot of white folks on welfare. You got a lot of them fucking foreigners. They shit, all them foreigners on welfare. I be in the market. I be watching white folks pulling out them EBT cards. But look at you and snob at you. I'm pulling out a Visa. I'm pulling out a fucking debit card. I'm jealous that you got the fucking EBT because I wish I had it. Shit, I wish I could get free fucking food. Oh my God. I would love it. You give me free food? Shit. I would love it. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I had to do something real quick. Yeah, the real talk, bro. The migrants take advantage of the system. They make it work for them. The migrants come over here and take advantage of the system, and they build generational fucking businesses and wealth. They do that shit. That's what that's what they do. And black people be acting like they too proud for something when you need it. Man, ain't no shame in my game. Listen, if I can get my electric bill cheaper and it's legit, I'm gonna do it. Fuck you talking about? Fuck that. Shit, it's because I got the money don't mean I want to spend it. You gotta be. This is what's wrong with black people. We like to keep spending money and not saving or not doing. No, I curve expenses, man. Fuck that. That's how you keep more of it. Shit. When I book hotels, I like nice hotels, but I'm trying to get a deal. I use points. I do all types of shit. I'm gonna find ways to get. Same thing when I'm shopping for clothes. Shit, I'm checking my Macy's points. I'm doing whatever. Oh, if I'm going to Gap or Old Navy, oh, you get 25% off. Give me that. It's called being smart. Some of our people so fucked up, they'll get mad at you if you got something half off. Like, oh, I paid full price. That's on you, dummy. Fuck you gonna pay full price if you can get it half off. It's the same shit. Oh, you went to the Polo outlet, nigga. It's Polo. The fuck is you talking about? I would rather pay half off or 40% off for the same fucking shirt. Oh, that's last year's shirt. Well, since when clothes went out of style? So a shirt with a horse on it went out of because it's last year. Like, you know, some of our people, man. I love black people, but niggas be on some dumb shit. Oh, you gotta know how to. I negotiate everything. If I was the type of nigga to buy a pussy, if I was a pussy buyer, I would negotiate that too. I want $40. Look, baby, I only got look. I'm working with 20. I might could do 25 if you swallow. You know what I mean? Like this is what this is what I got. You know what I mean? I already had the money tucked so they don't even see the other. You know what I'm saying? You got you got you got to know how to negotiate. Shit. I know you got. Listen, you know, I might could do 25. Like, look, how about this? You know, I give you this dub. You know, you start sucking, and then you know, if I'm feeling it, you know, what I mean, I might could find another 5 somewhere. that's how you, that's how you got to do it. Real talk. Hope this don't cut off. I'm about to go on my back. Shit. I mean, real talk. Let us know what I'm talking about. Shit, you gotta negotiate. You know, you buy a pussy. You know, negotiate. Don't ever go with the first price. Don't you ever go with the first price. You always negotiate with the bitch because she need the money. Then when she try to say, "Oh, you broke ass nigga," no, bitch, you selling your pussy. That's who the broke. I don't know if you ever seen that clip on Instagram where come on the guy's car. She says, "Can you help me with something money wise?" And the guy, "Can you suck it?" She said, "What? Hold up, ain't nothing for free, bitch. You want a person to give you more? That's what you call. That's white privilege. Oh, I'm white. I want to bathe, and you got yo, I don't know what happened. I guess when I came in through the back, the reception back there don't be the work, don't be the best. But we back. But yeah, you got to earn it. I remember one time, it was me and Steve years ago. We was riding somewhere. This white lady, I guess she was out there homeless or whatever, begging for money. And she said, you got a couple of hours to spare? I said, you want to work for it? I don't do that. I said, I ain't what I was talking about. Morning. I said, that ain't what I was talking about. I said, I was talking about you working for it, like wash my car or do something like that. I don't want your nasty mouth on my fucking pretty dick, bitch. That ain't what I want. But she thought that because she was white, I'm not doing that. All right, bitch, well, you ain't getting this money because that ain't what I was asking you for. Don't get me wrong. I'm sympathetic to some homo people because, I can't imagine what they're going through. When you see that, like last night, I went to CVS on a late night and there was this homeless guy sitting outside. You know what I mean? He was sitting there reading the paper, like he was reading a crossword puzzle. And I had a few bucks on me, so I just gave it to him. You know what I mean? He was like, "God bless you," and he looked at me, and I guarantee you, he was a white guy, and I guarantee you, he said to himself, "Damn, all black people ain't as bad as I thought." This black guy came over and just gave me some money. He never would have thought that. Because I'm not a hateful person. I understand that some white people are fucked up towards us and stuff like that. But I had a moment where I felt sorry for the man, despite his color. I felt sorry, like, damn, this man's sitting out. Because I can't imagine that feeling where you don't have a place to sleep. You literally sleep outside. See, we don't know how blessed we are. We go sleep on our king size bed, our queen size bed, full size, twin, whatever you sleep on. I don't give a fuck if you're sleeping on a futon, right? You got a place to sleep. You can get up, use the bathroom at will, take a shower, go in the refrigerator, go in the fucking ice box. They don't have that luxury. And I'm not going to sit here and shit on them because some people, you don't know their circumstances. You know what I mean? You never know what could have happened. So I always try to just, if I can, bless people with small gestures because at the end of the day, I don't do it for no clout or no bullshit like that. Because if that was the case, I'll be filming it. It's just sometimes, it's the right thing to do. But anyway, what's up with y'all, man? What's going on? What's popping? I'm stationary now, so I'm able to look at the chat and all that other good shit. So it's nice out here right now. I feel real good. Wish it could stay like this all day. Wish it could stay like this all day long. Yeah, I'm going out North Carolina next weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. See my grandboys and my daughter, celebrate my grandson and son-in-law birthday. The day Leos too. Shout out to the Leo. That's a big ass cat. God damn. Look at that cat, Nas. Look at that cat. That motherfucker just as big as you. Look. See him? He don't even see him. Look. Meow. Meow. He coming over here too. Come here. That's somebody's house cat got out. He look well fed too. Come here. That's a big ass cat. I'm gonna make sure that's a fucking cat. Yeah, that's a cat. All right. Meow. Come here, Heathcliff. Yeah, it's over here. Look, Nas. I'm trying to show Nas so Nas can chase him and shit. Look, Nas. He keep looking at me. I like to watch Nas chase cats and birds and shit. I love that shit. That's what dogs supposed to do. What's up? You said what's on the agenda for the day? Um, Birthday celebration. That's why I was out early. I had to go get the cake and balloon and stuff. So, celebrate my people's birthday. So Gonna go out to breakfast in a little while, and then going out to this restaurant tonight. Everybody been talking about out there in Ben Salem, so I'm gonna go check this restaurant out. Pick Pops up and have a good family night. You know, get ready for the week. You know how that go. You know how that go. Ready for the week. Yeah, yeah. I know Earl Spence lost last. I'm glad I didn't watch it, man. I saw the highlights of it, and this is what I think. This is what I think, and this not taken away from Bud Crawford, because Crawford is a beast. I think ever since that car accident, Earl Spence wasn't the same. I don't care what nobody say, and he don't make excuses about it. But anytime you get thrown from a car, I mean, you get thrown for a car like 20, 30 feet, you ain't gonna be the same. His reflexes wasn't the same. He was not the same when he fought Crawford. And not saying, don't get me wrong, Crawford is great. Crawford is a beast. And who would to say Crawford probably still would have won the fight, but he wouldn't have dominated the way he did. It probably would have been by decision. So, plus Earl Spence didn't fight in 3 years. His reflexes was off, and he went out with at least he finished the fight. Um, he said his faculties is good. He said his money's straight. So, man, listen, man, retire in the sunset, bro. Let's retire, spend time with your family, maybe do some sports boxing analyst stuff, and just chill. You know, you know, yeah, he ain't been the same. It's a shame, but he's still a champion in my eye. He's still a beast. Shit, niggas talking shit about him. I bet you couldn't beat him, even with him having those. His reflexes ain't the same. He's still a pro. So, end of the day, he survived, and shout out to him. And yeah, to be honest with you, he should never even fought Crawford, because that the competitive side of him, he wasn't right after that car accident. Everybody knew that. But you know how men are, man. We competitive, and we get stubborn and shit, and that's all that was about. But you got to give Earl Spence credit. He was not a fucking coward. He would fight whoever, and that's something about him that you can't take away from him. So salute to him. Salute to him. Yeah, sit your ass down and chill. Man, I'm still tripping. LeBron James and Philly. Like, I ain't see this shit coming. Like, this shit crazy. Then we just signed that other dude, the defensive player. I forgot his name. We just signed him. Yo, Philly gonna be lit. I'm trying to tell you, the city is buzzing. I already told my pop. I'm gonna tell my godfather we going to a couple games this year. We ain't gonna go to the first game because the tickets gonna be sky high. I'm gonna wait till they come down some. They get like regular price. We're gonna go to a game, because I just don't believe in spending extra money for a fucking seat that's not even that comfortable to begin with. You know, if you ever have you ever been to a sporting event and you sat real low and you pay them seats? They just okay. It's like you cram together. Like, you see the motherfuckers that be at the Garden, they be at the Staples Center, and they all cramped up next to each other, but you paying thousands and thousands and thousands. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm paying that type of money. I need one of them big ass recliners. Like, fuck you talking about? Shit. But anyway, we got Jay in the building. We got 11. We got Samuels. We got Queen Shay. We got Will Cox. We got Misty in the building. We got Colts Faithful in the building. Um, we got Deep 215 in the building. Let's see. We got D in the building. What's up, sweetheart? Where my doggy style at? We got E Man in the building. He still got that nut ass Knicks thing up there. We got Fisher in the building. Connect in the building. Let's see who else we have up in here. Up in here, we got Sori up in here. Anthony up in here. We got Connect. I think I spoke to Connect already. Let's see who else up in here. E-Man. We got True Line. He said he took Candace Owens. Did. He did. XV in the building. And whoever else in the building, salute to you. Queen Shay, what's the deal? Yeah, when I go to a football game, I can't sit up. I can't sit up high. I got to sit either mid level or So you're gonna pay a little bit of money for them tickets. But the NBA, you can sit like in the middle, where it's kind of looking down. It's like a perfect seat. Because I had seats where I was like right there, like literally, like right behind the backboard. When they do the flames, you can feel the fucking heat. You know what I mean? But now that LeBron here and Jaylen Brown here, shit, his jersey's already sold out already. They sold out that fast. I was like, wow. But I already knew that was gonna happen. What's up, Ducky? Already knew that was gonna happen. So listen, I'm happy, man. It puts Philadelphia back on the map, man. I think the Eagles going to do well this year. I'm definitely going to a game, and Sixer game. Oh my god, I'm gonna give me some new Sixer merch, some new Sixer hats. I'm gonna get me a Maxi jersey. Um, yeah, this going to be See, and if you want to get the best Sixer gear, you got to get it from the stadium because they have shit at the stadium that you can't get in stores. I noticed that. Because this one Sixer hat I bought years ago, it was red. It had the Sixers going all the way around it. I never seen that shit online nowhere else. I got it from the stadium. So, of course, you're gonna pay for it though. Don't get it fucked up. It's not cheap, but that's the experience of it. Just like when you go to the movies, you mostly don't buy the shit because you know it's high, but you'll get some popcorn. You gonna pay for that expensive popcorn. What's up, Ducky? You're gonna pay for that popcorn because just that it's something about movie theater popcorn that just basically something about it, nice and buttery, and but all that other shit I don't pay for. I bring my own water. Um, I'm not paying $6 for a hot dog. You can suck my dick on channel 6. I'm good. Not doing none of that. Once in the blue, I get some little nachos. You know what I mean? It depends on who you with. You know, I'm like, we eat after the movies. Fuck all that. Nubian, what's the deal? Salute. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, man, I felt like an early morning live today, and I had to go out anyway, so I said, let me just that Tatum thing, man. I was just seeing stuff pop up, man. And I was just like, this dude is just unbelievable, man. It's just, oh man. I had a friend like that. Well, he wasn't like as coonish as Tay. He wasn't nowhere near as coonish as him. But he sold out though. God rest his soul. He passed on. I don't want to shit on him too much. But a guy named John, I grew up with when I was living down North Philly, and he was 4 years older than me. That was my old head, and that was my basketball partner. Me and him ran ball. We used to run ball all over the city. Like like we used to run heavy. Like we used to go down Knife and Luzerne, be in Alany, Susquehanna. Like we was me and him was just and this back in the day when we ain't had no car. Like we would catch the bus, ride a bike, whatever. Back in the '90s, and he had moved to Georgia. And I remember he moved to Georgia. And he came back up to see me, and he had his wife with him. Had kids. He had a black wife. I was happy for him because John wasn't. John never really. He always had problems with women. You know, he ain't really had no game. I don't know what it was, but he didn't really have no game. So he had the wife and everything. So I was happy for him. Like, oh man, John getting pussy, whatever, whatever. And then out the blue, this motherfucker left his wife for this white broad down there. Now the white broad was already cheating on her man. He literally packed all his stuff up while his wife was at work. It ain't funny, but he 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 packed he he packed this shit up, right? And and when she came home, he was gone. And I remember he told me, and I was like, "Yo, dog, like that's a coward move. How you just leave your family like that?" And he got with the white girl. I'll never forget her. Her name was Shannon, and she played this dude like a motherfucker. She was a cold whore, was doing him dirty. And I said, "That's what you get." And I remember he used to be on Facebook, like he got real religious, and like he was a big Eagle fan like me. And like I would post little memes of like an Eagles player pissing on a Cowboys. Oh, don't put that on my page. I want my church people. I was like, man, fuck you and them church people. That's when me and him had a falling out. And I was just like, you on some other shit. I said, I can't respect what you did to your wife anyway. You know what I mean? I was, and then you left her for a white bitch, and the white bitch, he caught the white bitch fucking this black dude. I never forget it. He told me he hid in the closet. Because he made it. He was a school bus driver, so she thought he went to work. He had moved the bus somewhere. He didn't go to work that day or some shit he did, and he hid in the house. And she brought this black dude in there. And he told me he said she had dude hat on. I guess dude had a baseball cap on, whatever. She had dude hat on backwards. she had, she had the hat on backwards, sucking dude dick. I said, damn. And I said, you watched that shit? Man, I'd have came out that fucking closet like the Incredible Hulk. I said, that's what you get. I said, that's what you get. I said, you sat there and left your wife for this fucking honky bitch. And she a honky hoe at that. She was a honky hoe. Honky hoe. Honky hoe. Honky hoe. She's a honky hoe. That bitch was a honky hoe. And I said, damn. I said, see? That's what the fuck you get. And then we had lost contact because, like I said, he started cooning and acting stupid with that religious shit. So I said, fuck him. I blocked him on Facebook. Like, I ain't fucking with you. And then I saw his sister one day online, and something just told me to check his page. You know what I mean? I unblocked him. I said, let me check his page. I saw that he died. I was like, what the fuck? So, it was messed up. We didn't get a chance to connect. We didn't get a chance to connect, but rest in peace to him, though. That was my boy. We was younger. Shit, a lot of my childhood friends, and now I think about this shit, is died. Damn, make you appreciate life more. Yeah, she was stuck in his love muscle with his hat on backwards. I was like, man, he told me that shit. I was laughing my ass. So I ain't mean to laugh, but just because he emphasized on she had the hat on backwards. So you know me, I'm a silly motherfucker. I'm like, well, what kind of hat was it? Man, I don't remember the hat. Well, nigga, you the one told me he had the hat on. So how you gonna get mad at me because I want the details? I, 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 I want the details. So shit. But yeah, rest in peace to John, though, man. Can't believe he left his family for that bitch. And I remember I talked to her on the phone before the white broad. She was like, "You need to get your friend," because he kept trying to stalk the broad. I see you sucking another nigga dick in my crib that we share, and you got his hat on backwards. That man, ain't no way in the world. But I guess some people believe in karma, some people don't. Maybe that was some type of karma. I mean, that's what the hell you get. It's okay if you don't want to be with a person. I don't know. I would assume she was. I didn't ask that part, but I'm pretty sure she probably was. I'm pretty sure. That's the worst thing ever to see your woman getting fucked by somebody else or her sucking. That's like that's torture. that's that's what you call torture. I don't think she was a blonde hair. I'm trying to remember how she looked. This is so long ago. I remember her name was Shannon. She wasn't nothing special at all either. She wasn't no nice looking white bitch. Trying to remember. I don't think her hair was blonde though. I would have. I think her hair was brown. She's a basic looking white broad. She wasn't nothing special. Nothing special at all. Big T, what's the deal, bro? Salute. Yeah, you know the white. They said the white women love to suck dick, so she probably eating that motherfucker up good too. Making all the noise, all the noises on it and shit. Hey, I'm sorry, John. I don't want you to come haunt me, dog. But your girl was a hoe. But but yeah, y'all coming up in here, you know what to do, man. Hit that like button, man. Smack on that like. Hey, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, I hear what you're saying, Jay. But if you want to knock them off, do your thing. But I wouldn't recommend marrying them. Oh yeah, a chubby white girl is a black man's kryptonite. You see a chubby white girl with a big butt? Oh yeah, a pawn. They call them pawn or whatever. Oh yeah, that's a black man. That's a black man's kryptonite. Some black man, or just a white woman with a fat ass in general. I seen one day. I was at the track, and she had an incredible ass, especially for. No, I ain't gonna say especially for a white bitch. She just had a fucking juicy ass butt. I acknowledged that it was fat, but I was like, fuck that bitch. Cause she acted funny. I had spoke to her like if you give me eye contact, that's anybody. I speak. That's just what I do. And when we came back around the track thing, she walked like kind of like away from me. Like I'm like, bitch, I don't want you. And that shit just made me so mad because I was just like, all I did was speak. I speak to everybody that be on that trail. And I was just like, okay, I see what it is. So I was just like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I told y'all what scarred me when I worked at King of Prussia Mall in '98, and that white girl that ran the train was supposed to run the train with my homies, and then she got caught in the back with a security guard, and she lied and said they tried to rape her, and they got fired. Yeah, that rubbed me the wrong way. I'll never forget it. She was a white broad with she wore glasses. She had a fat ass butt too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. Her butt was fat, and she was a little whore, little freak bitch. Cause I never forget it. She worked in the eyeglass place on the second floor in the court of King of Prussia Mall. And I remember like it was yesterday. Um, she was we did maintenance for the mall, so we had access to the back of the stores, the back hall. We call them the back halls. So basically, in the back halls, they got little closets, janitor closet, a little closet. You get little keys open up. So they was going take her in there and run the train on her. I was going, stand in the front, keep watching the store real quick, whatever. And they went in the back. The security guard, Black Broad, she do the rounds. She saw them back there. She wasn't going to think nothing of it because she know they maintenance. So they could have been just helping her with some trash, whatever. But she panicked. And I never forget that. And I told her, I said, why would you do that? Oh, I got scared. And then this bitch had the audacity to try to give me some pussy. I said, hell no. No. I said, hell man, look, so you can get me locked up? No, 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 no. Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. If she wouldn't have done that back then, I was gonna fuck her too. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. Her ass was fat. And and that was God telling me, no, you don't need that. You don't need them white bitches. So I'm glad it happened the way it happened. But yeah, she did them dirty. I tried to fight for them too. I went to HR myself. I told them the whole story. I kept it 100 with them. They was like, no, they got to go. So I was like, oh, okay. Because who was in HR? All white people. You know how I go. Two black guys, white girl coming in there saying, oh, they tried to rape. Get the fuck out of here. No, I ain't gonna lie, she had a fat ass butt. Her butt was probably like the size of Cherokees. Like no exaggeration. Like it was, and this is unheard of to see a white woman with a butt like that in the 90s. Like that shit was crazy. I never forget that shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And she wasn't mixed with nothing. She was just a fucking white woman, like real pale, wore glasses, small titties, and a big old ass. Everybody that worked in that mall wanted her, and she was a little whore. But yeah, it was a. I was like, wow, I couldn't stand that bitch. I was so mad. She did, because them dudes was cool dudes, man. And that was a halfway decent job. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the 90s or whatever, we was getting like $8.75, $9 an hour. But, $9 an hour wasn't that bad in 98. Wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't that bad in 98. We had benefits. You know what I mean? Until the Mexicans took it over. The Mexicans came and took over that place. It went downhill. They got rid of everybody and hired all Mexicans and paid them peanuts. But back then it was called craft coat maintenance. Never forget it. Had little uniforms. Man, like that was my shit. Hey, good morning. And I was just like, man. It was a sweet ass job. Sweet John. Yeah, she had that Georgia peach. I ain't gonna lie, it was jiggly too. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I'm telling you. I'm being honest with y'all. I was gonna knock her too. I was gonna do it too. I was like, hell no. Did me like that. I said, I said, Did my homies like that? I said, no, I don't trust you. I never forget that shit. I was not long after it happened, maybe like a week later. I'm up I'm walking around doing my work. Can I talk to you? I said, we could talk out here, like out with the cameras. Like I ain't trust. She was like, oh, I got scared, and then she had nerve say, can we slide in it? Hell no. I was on cold. Man, because you can't do people like that, man. I don't like. They could have been arrested for that shit. They lucky all they did was lose their job. But yeah, man, shout out to Craft Coat Maintenance, man. Man, that was a fun job. We had this other guy, this old head named Greg. He was on drugs though. Greg used to come to work hungover, and he's a Muslim guy from Norristown. Shout out Greg. That bring back memories, man. King of Prussia I ain't gonna lie. I had fun at King of Prussia Mall back in the 90s. Because when I first started working out there, I was working in Bloomingdale's. Doing cleaning for this janitorial company. And then I saw the guys walking around with the uniforms on. And I was like, yo, what y'all, they was like, yo, yeah, we craft coat, blah, blah, blah. We clean them all and we do a little light maintenance. I said, oh, word. So I got cool with the guys and I was like, yo, I saw they boss. So I just started chopping it up with him. And he was like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a shot. So that's how it works. So then back then it was like a family because everybody that worked in the court side of King of Prussia Mall, I knew everybody. Like I got cool with everybody. So remember I told you I was eating free food. getting free shit. I met my girlfriend there, a girl named Natalia I used to fuck with, when I got my first apartment with. I met her there because I remember she worked at Cinnabon. And then I was fucking with this girl named Nicole that worked at the front desk. She worked at the information desk. The one I told you looked like Bernie Mac wife off of the Bernie Mac show, looked just like her, but she thick, big old butt. I was in love with Nicole. Well, I was in love with fucking her, put it that way. Cause she knew I had a girl. She used to see me with my girl and everything. Like she didn't give a fuck. I used to fuck her at work in little closets. Nicole was a freak. But yeah, we had a good old time there. I remember when they first put that California pizza there. Man, bring back memories. If you ever come to the Philadelphia area, try King of Prussia Malls. It's a real big mall. They say it's between that mall and the one in Minnesota. It's supposed to be the two biggest malls in the United States. But yeah, that was the good old days. And then the Mexicans came and took it over. They took over the management. I never forget that shit. And the Mexican dude kept fucking with me, making me come in extra early. I said, yeah, I already knew what time it was. I said, it's time to get up out of here. And now you go up there. If you go up to King of Prussia Mall now, you see nothing but Mexicans work there. Nothing but Mexicans. And don't get me wrong, I ain't got nothing against the Mexican people because they hard workers. They definitely hard workers. I mean, if you go in any restaurant, look who's in the kitchen. 80% of the time, it's Mexicans. You go to Texas Roadhouse, look back there. Tell me who you see. You go to a lot of these cheesesteak spots. I ain't gonna say all of them, but some of them. Tell me who you see. You said what's the best strip clubs in Philly? To be honest with you, I'm not a strip club guy, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I can count on one hand how many strip clubs I've been to in my life. I don't like being teased, man. I'm not a fan of that. I'm like Al Bundy. I'm gonna put the dollar in your G string and then pull that bitch out with a fishing string. Like I know a little hood joint that been around for a long time called Piccadilly. We used to have something called Onyx. I don't know if it's still here or not. A lot of people used to come fuck with it. Um, I'm taking it way back now. It was a joint off of Fifth and Wyoming. Now, this all my Philly people know what I'm talking about, called Bottoms Up. It's a different name now. I went in there as a fucking kid. I was like 14, 15 with my boy John and the other little boys. We went up in there and shit. Now, remind you, I got a young face now at 50, right? About to be 50. So imagine how I looked back then with a young face. You know what I mean? So, they ain't carded though. We was up in there. We all was sharing one beer and shit, trying to sip it and shit. Yeah, bottoms up. Yeah, bottoms up in the pick. We call it the pick, the Piccadilly. Yeah, that shit bring back memories though. You remember bottoms up deep? I used to live around the corner from there, man. I'm Hunting Park days, man. Bottoms fucking up. Bottoms up. Oh man, they used to have a lot of Spanish broads in there. Yeah, the bottoms up was a super mix with the women in there. I remember seeing them bitches getting out the cars, and yeah, that was the good old days. You said Sixer fan base increased to 20.5 million. Oh yeah, Havoc. What's the deal? Deep, you ever been to the Piccadilly? I remember my old best friend. We was there for his bachelor party. We was in there making that shit rain. I never forget that shit. We was in there having a good ass time. I had Shorty sitting on my lap. She was ready to roll with me. Then she kept acting funny. I don't know. I'm thinking about. I'm like, look, bitch, I ain't got time for that. Like, you trying to roll or you not? She had my hand all down her pants. I was like, look, I ain't got time to be playing these games. Like, we gonna do it or we not? Yeah, good old Piccadilly. Yeah, I've been there twice. Been to the Pick twice. Bottoms up a couple times, and I think that's it. I don't think I've ever been. Because when I had my bachelor party, I had that at the little clubhouse, little spot we got. We had the bitches come through there. But yeah, I was never really a strip club guy. I don't like being teased. I mean, if you really think about it, like strip clubs kind of for perverts. If you really if you really kind of think about it, like watching bitches shake their ass, like I can do that for free. Like with the internet, I can go on free for free and see that shit. Like I'm gonna pay you to shake your ass and grind on my dick. Nah, bitch. Then some of them got strict policies. Oh, you can't touch the dancers. Can't do this. Can't do that. Nah, nah. Don't tease me. Give me the real thing. That's what I need. I need the real. Yeah, playing stacks just to get teased. That shit don't even make sense. Good morning. It don't even make sense at all. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna spend my bread just for you to give me a hard on. Nah, nah. Now that shit benefited me one time though. I remember a long time ago, back in my party line days, and it was these two chicks that came from Delaware. They went to the strip club. Now I don't know if they went. I don't know which strip club they went to though, to be honest, because sometimes women go watch women. I don't know if they went to go see the dudes or whatever. But whatever it was, they were horny when they came to see us. And I think I told y'all this story when Steve messed it up for himself. I never forget this, man. He fumbled. So long story short, we met these bras off the party line. They was sisters. They lived together. So they had told us they was going to the strip club and they was gonna come see his ass was on a late night. And this was back when I had my bachelor pad. So I was like, all right, bet. So they came through or whatever. I take Shorty in the other joint. I knock her down, right? Steve get impatient with the broad. I don't know what type time he was on. He goes home. So Shorty, that the sister I knock off, she go to sleep, right? I go start talking to the other sister. Right now in my mind, I'm not thinking I'm about to knock her off. I was just trying to see what happened with her and my man. And as we talking, my shit started getting hard. So I was like, man, fuck this. So I just came on to her. She was with it. She was with it. I never forget that shit. I told Steve, he said, man, I said, you missed out. I said, I had both sisters, dog. I said, that's what the fuck you get. Good old time. So it benefited me. Yeah, so that's how it go, man. Big T said Becky love giving Becky. BT, he said it's his script plug gonna be called Blue Ball City. He said Blue Ball City. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. And they're getting your fucking and they're getting teased. Hell no. Hell no. I remember one time, um, we went to the Piccadilly and my cousin baby mama was up in that joint. I was like, oh man. But he knew she was a stripper with her. That was his woman. So, I'm like, what the fuck? She in there? The bitch was like, hey cuz. Hey cuz. Like, what the hell going on here? I'm like, as much as I wanted her to sit on my dick, 'cause she had a fat ass, I was like, no, that's my cousin Joan. I can't, you know what I mean? That's my first cousin at that. Like, no, we ain't doing that. So I called him right up, like, yo, oh, I know that's what she do, man. You know what I mean? I'm a pimp, blah, blah, blah. Oh, all right. Shit, if I'd have known that, maybe I would have let her. I'm thinking I'm being a good cousin. I know she got out that life and shit, you know, and she doing her thing now. But that was crazy how like met her in there being a smeezy. Like there's no way in the world I could take a stripper personal. I'm sorry. There's no way in the world I can do it. But yeah, if anybody just joining, we already talked about that coon ass nigga Tatum. He gonna get his wake up call. If we was back in the ancient days, that they would stone him to death. Like he just a poor excuse for it, for a black man. Super goddamn raccoon. Can't nobody coon like him. Can't nobody coon just like Officer and fuck that Officer Tatum shit, nigga. Brandon Tatum, you ain't no officer no more. Always bragging about being an officer for 6 years. That ain't shit, nigga. When you put 15, 20 years plus, that's something to, you know what I mean, to brag about. 6 years ain't shit. You stop being an officer, the buck dance on YouTube and sell out your own people. Oh yeah, he was crying hard for his daddy, Charlie Kirk. Oh yeah. Shit, when I saw he gave $200,000 to Charlie wife, that was the last straw with me stop fucking with my old best friend. The one I told you about that I was supposed to do my basement. Me and him was arguing about that Charlie Kirk shit. He told me Charlie ain't a racist. I said, you coon that. Oh yeah, I cursed his ass out. I was dumb. I was super dumb with him. That made me so mad. I'm like, hold up, dog. All that shit this man said about our people, and you telling me he ain't racist? Okay. Okay. I see what type of time you on. You know what I mean? But he always been a fuck nigga anyway. You know how he operated, you know how he did me and shit, you know. So I saw what type of dude he was. I saw what his character was. Cause I'm a type of person. I'm you know, that Taurus in me is loyal. If you loyal to me, you know what I mean. If we friends and you show to me that you loyal, I'm gonna be loyal to you. And I proved my friendship to that nigga. And when it's time to be loyal to do something and he don't do it, that's when you know where a person really at. And you gotta leave them be. You said 2026 is the year of the coon. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, Rob. It is the year of the coon. It really is the year of the coon. These coons are everywhere. Cooning there, cooning there, cooning to the east and cooning to the west. They be cooning. That's what they be doing. For real. That's why I wish I had a production team the way Drewski has it. Because I know I'd be a monster with them skits. If I had a production team, because I would make fun of them coons. Oh, especially Brandon Tatum. Oh, man, I would mock the shit out of him. All of them. Jesse Lee Peterson, the Hayes twins, Anton Daniels. What's that other lost bitch with Candace Owens? There's so many of them. Love Buck dancing for Massa. Who'll be good nigga for Massa? Good nigga. Good nigga for Massa. Buck, he love Buck dancing. 10 jewels. I don't know what gold coin. I appreciate you, bro. I still don't know what that is, but um, I guess it would equate to some type of currency. So if it do, salute to you for that. Appreciate you. Oh, my dumb ass was just at the market and didn't grab water. Only got 3 left. I hate when I do that. I literally was just there. Check my trunk. Wonder if I got a case in the trunk. Probably not. Hey, I hate when I do that. Said Sheriff David Clark. You said Al. You said Al. Why you say Al Sharp? What Al do? What Reverend Al do? I'm curious to know. I notice it's a lot of black folks that don't be liking Al Sharpton. I'm trying to figure out why. I never really followed him like that, to be honest with you. I don't know that much about him. I mean, I honestly don't. I really don't know that much about him. I know Benjamin Crump do stuff for the race side of it. You said he be race baiting. I mean, I'm honestly I can't get mad at a black person race baiting if you're doing it for the betterment of the black community. Well, now, I mean, it's different if you're doing it to kiss white people ass. Then I got a problem. But I mean, let this. Oh man, my damn stomach been hurting. What the fuck going on? Let's keep it 100. Like some of the stuff he be saying, he ain't lying. And race is an important part. Race is an important part of what's going on in America. Now, can you say that every single thing is race? No, but we can't ignore the fact that there is a racial bias in America. Now, when I want to spend my whole career just talking about race, no, me personally, no. But I don't know. Todd said, "Good morning, bro." He said he bet me 200 that LeBron isn't going to win the chip. Man, we could take that bet. The reason why I would take that bet that the Sixers are going to win the chip between this year or next year, his 2 years here, is because everybody keep forgetting about Brown, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's a beast. Everybody keep forgetting about Maxey. Maxey's getting better every year. XComb is getting better. You know, our bench is pretty good. Embiid is good when he's out there. But as the Sixers are constructed right now, unless the whole starting 5 get injured, they're gonna win the chip. They're gonna win the chip. And I know. Like I said, my cousin, he's a big Laker fan. He can't stand LeBron because he said his ways and stuff like that. I get it. I understand it. But basketball wise, he don't have to be the focal point. He's a leader. He has basketball knowledge. and he can help out the younger guys. So that's why I think it's a good fit for the Sixers. And I honestly think we're going to win the chip. And it's long overdue. We haven't had it since '83. So everybody keep talking about, oh, the Knicks still gonna take shit. I seriously doubt that. Knicks beating them in a 7-game series, I doubt it. I doubt it. The Knicks did their thing this year, no doubt about it. They did their thing. But y'all act like Brown was on the team when it happened. You act like James was on the team when it happened. Now, if the Knicks do it again this year, then them motherfuckers gonna be goated. That ain't happening. And them New York versus Phillies games are gonna be lit. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, Tatum. Like I said, they did Nolan dirty. They covered up what happened. Like I said earlier, either he overdosed on some type of drugs that they gave him, or he was beaten to death. Either way, something they basically tried to cover it up. You heard that 911 call. You heard everything you need to hear there, and I'm glad that there's a spotlight on this. It needs to be. Man, New York ain't gonna have no run like that again. What they did was phenomenal. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. What they did was phenomenal, and they got lucky because if San Antonio would have lost to OKC, OKC would have won that chip again. OKC was hurt. OKC would have definitely beat New York. It's all about matchups. San Antonio wasn't ready, and New York did their thing. You know, I get credit where credit is due, and they are the champs, and you got to take out the champs. And I think the Sixers are going to take the champs out because if you go from roster to roster, if you look at the from player to player, the Sixers are better. And we got defenders on the team now too. Come on now, that means something. That guy we just signed, he's a good defender. You need that for the playoffs. So we're gonna see. I mean, they got to still play the game. They have to gel. I'm not worried about the regular season. I'm worried about the playoffs. By the playoff, they should be in sync. Yeah, so know how that go. I mean, what's bad when white folks is speaking out saying that this Nola Wells case is fishy. You know, but we don't need their approval. We know it's fishy. We heard the 911 tape. The stories didn't add up, and it's about to go down. Somebody's gonna get locked up for his murder. It's gonna come. And why they keep holding off the original autopsy and the toxicology report? Make sure there wasn't no drugs in the system. We the public need all of that. E-man, damn well. E-man, damn well New York ain't gonna have nothing for Philly this year, bro. We upgraded too much. And it ain't happening. It's gonna be competitive. Don't get it fucked up. But this you gotta realize the East is gonna be crazy this year. Miami's gonna be better. You still got the champs. Boston gonna have a chip on their shoulder. Um, it's gonna be some great basketball. But I think the Sixers going to the chip is going to be either they're going to face OKC or the Spurs again. Yeah, Mississippi got a lot of shit with them, bro, and it's man that's why some of them stubborn states are still very, very, very racist, man. It's a shame. It's out of pocket. That's just what it is. Yeah, this year Knicks remind me of the Detroit Pistons back when Detroit was winning them championships with Rip Hamilton and them. Like you had like one kind of star, but everybody else is like just good players. That's what the Knicks remind me of. Like a real, just a team. But y'all had some luck go y'all way too in that San Antonio series too. So you need all of that in sports. So that's not happening again. But salute. Like I said, salute to y'all. Y'all earned it. Y'all earned it, and y'all really showed out. I mean, y'all swept my Sixers. Y'all swept us. I mean, not y'all kicked our asses. But now we got them extra players. Let's see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Basketball is back. I'm excited about basketball again. So this is going to be something special. I mean, we got football about to start. I mean, we got so much sports. Sports is a beautiful thing. I don't care what nobody say. You say you're from Louisiana, you grew up watching Mississippi burn, and you say you already knew it nothing gonna change the Mississippi. Yeah, it's that's I mean, prayers to the black people that live in Mississippi. Matter of fact, one of my subscribers, I gotta look at my other phone see if I got her number still. She live in Mississippi. Matter of fact, yeah, one of my a long time subscribers that was rocking with me on my old channel. Forgot she live in Mississippi. I haven't seen her in a while. I got to find a number, hit her up, check on her and shit. Cause that's crazy. But this is more of another reason why when people say, you know, a black man should have a black woman, because the racial divide is there. Even if it's not with that particular woman, her family. It's just and don't get me wrong, I understand you can't if you fall in love with someone, it's certain circumstances where I can understand it. You can't help who you fall in love with. I get it. But you have some people that they really hate their mother. They hate black women, and they just strictly go for a white woman. It's one thing if it just happened. You might work with her, y'all went to school together and something, you know what I'm saying? But when you don't love yourself, you don't love your race, and you just think being a token for them is gonna get you over. That's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with that. Because every other race of people take pride in their culture but us. We're quick to say fuck our mothers, fuck the black women because we got some bad apples. And you think going to the mixed woman or the white woman or the Spanish woman or the Asian woman is the way to go. Like last night I was in this store, right? And I saw this black chick. She was with this white boy, and she looked at, you could tell she looked like kind of like um somewhat embarrassed. I just looked at her, I just shook my head. Chocolate sister too. Attractive. And I was just like, that's on you. You don't learn your lesson. That's why I don't be feeling that bad when shit like that be happening to them. That's not saying they deserve it, but gotta know better. Like they said, that girl. Remember that girl, that influencer that got killed when she went to that I guess they was in Africa, wherever the hell they was at, with the white guy. And then they try to say she killed herself and all that. And I don't know. I like South, but I don't. But I ain't fucking with the deep South. Yeah, cause I heard they still have a whole lot of sundown towns down there. Like, man, listen, ain't no way in the world. E-Man said you got a lot of black women that hate black men. Yeah, yeah, you do. And they sell out coons too. They get the same smoke the black men get. That's what she was. That's why I shook my head when I looked at her. She knew she was wrong. She kept peeking over. I looked. I said, wow. You know, it's wild. Oh, Zanzibar. Oh, okay. Jay said that's why you say you hate being from Alabama. Hey man, you gotta rep. You gotta rep where you from, bro. You know what I mean? What is Alabama? Well, Alabama known, from what I know of Alabama, is known for football. Like y'all have a lot of great athletes that come from there. Hold on one second, y'all. No, I ain't gonna do it. I'll wait. Not mine. What food y'all specialize in down in Alabama? I know people that got some family down there, down in Green. I think it's Greensburg or Greensville. I think it's called Greensville, Alabama. Yeah, they got them old country names down there like Betty Sue, and you said a lot of it's a few places in North Carolina like that too. I'm pretty sure it is, LD. I'm pretty sure. I saw I sensed some racism in Oak Island, North Carolina, where the little beach at. few years ago, me and my daughter and them was over there because it's right over the bridge. So we was like, let's drive over there and see, and we kind of peeped it a little bit how they were, looking because there wasn't many of us over there at all. I ain't pay this shit no mind, like fuck you. But oh yeah, I ain't surprised by that. You say you're known for everything fried. That's why obesity rate is high down there. Yeah, yeah. I know they a lot of big booties down there down in Alabama. I'm pretty sure a lot of long butt cracks. You say definitely can believe that? Oh yeah. I was over there, John. I was like, wow. But the good thing about North Carolina, I get to carry my gun down there, so I love it. They honor Pennsylvania's gun license. Now South Carolina don't. Georgia honor it, but yeah. So when I be down there, I be having my shit with me. Shit, I check my shit in and when I fly, I check my shit right in so I can have it. Yeah, I ain't never had no disrespect to Alabama, but I just never had no desire to say, yeah, I want to go to Alabama. Yeah, let's go down. Hell no. I know them. I know them. I know the mosquitoes down there. It's crazy. There's all types of country bugs and shit. Oh, okay. Sweet home Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. They got them crackers. What to do? Bitches weigh 400 pounds. How I'ma get all my dick up in you? Say, let me stop, man. I'm on one today. But he said I'm still thinking about moving to North Carolina. I'm staying in Philly with LeBron James. No, I'm still thinking about it, bro. Or getting a secondary, getting a what you call crib down there. I've been looking at the I've been looking at the modular homes down there, and they're not cheap though. They used to be. They ain't cheap. But I'm looking at a couple of the modular joints down there, trying to see where I can put something at. Yeah, man, Philly gonna be lit. Philly gonna be lit. Sweet home, goddamn it. Yeah, I'm definitely going downtown Wilmington when I go down there because they got a nice little small little downtown with a little overlooking the water. Yeah, I'm gonna have my little fun with my boys. Oh, oh man. Oh. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. You said Wilmington, Delaware? Nah, I'm talking about Wilmington, North Carolina. You're talking about no Wilmington, Delaware. Talking about Wilmington, North Carolina. That's crazy though. I gotta go to Wilmington. I'm flying. I'm actually flying from Delaware. I'm flying from Delaware to Wilmington, North Carolina. Yeah, they got a small little airport out there in Newcastle. I love it. It's sweet. No line really. Easy to park your car. Yeah, so I'm sliding down there this week. So I'm looking forward to it. So have a good time. I think we're gonna go over to Myrtle Beach too, because I think my son-in-law want to go there for his birthday. Go out to eat. So we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna do downtown Wilmington, and go to this horse park for my grandson. He like horses and stuff. So we're gonna have a nice, fun-filled time or whatever. So I'm looking forward to it. Let them have some fun. You said the black woman down there is ratchet. Hella baby daddies in Alabama. That's crazy. Yeah, 'cause ain't nothing to do down there but eat and fuck. Nothing to do but eat and fuck. Eat and fuck. Eat and fuck. Eat and fuck. And you eat and fuck. Eat and fuck. Eat and fuck. Yeah, yeah. I fuck with Carolina, man. You know what I mean? I like it down there. You know, I like the Carolina beach. You know, I like Wilmington. Um, yeah, every time I go down there, I have a good time. I have a good time. I have a good time there. I have a good time in South Carolina. So yeah, it'd be sweet. It'd be sweet. You from down there, LD, or no? Yeah, well, the way you say it, Jay, like you really don't like being down there. I mean, you should try to see if you can possibly, move to another state. Oh, okay. What part of North Carolina are you from? Yeah, I used to be all over North Carolina, man. I used to be in fucking Fayetteville. My daughter went to school there. Um, where else? I was shit, quite a few spots. North Carolina, I was at. I was in country spots. I was down Wallace, North Carolina, Fayetteville, uh, Rocky Mount, Wilmington, Oak Island, Salope. But I think it's called Salope, some shit like that. All over. I don't think I heard of that. No. Yeah, I don't think I heard of that. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, shit, who knows? I fucks with Virginia too. I like Virginia too. Yeah, I fucks with Virginia heavy. Oh, hour and a half from Myrtle Beach, 30 minutes from Fayetteville. Oh, okay. Yeah. Leland. Yeah, Leland, North Carolina. I'll be there too. They got nice little shopping over there. But yeah, I like the Wilmington area. Yeah, I like it over there. That's where Michael Jordan grew up at. He was born in Brooklyn, but he grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina. Oh. Yeah, I know about that. Michael Jordan played for them. He's at a small town. Yeah, I always like when I go down south, like when I have family down Virginia, I always like going to the trailers. Like that, like growing up, that's like, and now they have double wide, like nice double wides, but now they got something called modular homes, where some of them 2 floors or they be nice shits like regular house, you know what I mean? Stick built. Some of them are different ways they make them, and they be nice, really nice, like nice as fuck. And you can get the brick around it, and but they got pricey though. Now if you just getting a trailer, trailers don't cost that much. But I saw some double wides that wasn't cheap at all. But they be nice and spacious, like 2,100 square feet. I saw this one joint was 2,200 square feet. I said, God damn, motherfucker was big. It was nice. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, tray ceilings, 9 foot ceilings. But going down south, like I said, my uncle had a trailer down there. And man, we had so much fun at that fucking trailer, man. All the family get-togethers, the barbecues, because down there you got land, so you own like a couple acres of land and got a back porch, front porch. Everybody out there with the grill, the corn liquor. So that's one thing I always get nostalgia thinking about going down south for that. Um, that's a good question. Do I prefer? I like both. If I had to choose, I don't know. See, it's to be honest, I would say whatever's the more safest. Because I heard that certain parts of Myrtle Beach ain't that safe. You know what I mean? I guess it depends on whatever's the safest. That's what I would like. Because I know when I was going out to the Carolina beach, they had this little donut shop on the beach called Brits Donuts. Some of the best glazed donuts you ever gonna have in your life. Like Brits line be around the corner. They make them fresh right then and there. Oh, they've been in business for like a long ass time. Banging. Should be banging. It's like bring her stuff up now. I guess now you can officially open your stuff. Already know, but hard upstairs and stuff. What's called? She in the shower. Yeah. Yeah. That's the one you wanted, right? Yeah. Yeah. That'll be good. We gotta put that we gotta put that I guess soon put that chair together in the upper room. You know, they always put it all in a bunch of boxes and shit.
Oh, cute. How you gonna have reflectors?
Yeah, aliens come Tuesday. One, two, three. Oh, yeah. Why they look? Oh, okay. They got them folded real good. I'm like, yeah, it looks small. That was 5 of them. Uh-huh. Oh, shucks. Yeah, got a good cake down there too. Oh yeah, that came out nice.
I got a shirt change this place.
Oh. That ain't bad at all. Oh yeah, man. Wherever there's no drama, man, that's where it's always at, man. You know, I'm a middle-aged man now. I got grandkids. I don't need to be around no dumb shit. You know, I need peace. Peace. That's what it's all about for me. Peace, peace, peace. But yeah, let me get off of here, y'all, man. I'm attending my lady, and